Dear parents, grandparents, and great-grandparents, I hope this short message finds you well. This past Erev Shabbos, I sent out a short Dvar Torah to my Or Chaim community, and I was asked to share this more broadly with our parents, grandparents, and great-grandparents. So here goes. As we get closer to starting Pesach, as many of you know, this Pesach will not be like other Yom Tovim. Unfortunately, many of us will be celebrating Pesach alone. I can tell you on a personal level that myself, my wife Liba, and our children, we were very much looking forward to hosting my parents and my siblings, 25 people all together, in our home here in Toronto and at our Sidarim. But not only because of the fact that they closed the borders, but also for safety reasons, that of course won't be happening. Baruch Hashem, I will be having Seder with my children, and we're very much looking forward to that. But as you can imagine, it won't be the same. And the same is true for so many of you. So many of you will not be having Sidarim this year with your children, your grandchildren, or your great-grandchildren, and it will be very different than the Pesach that you had planned. Having said that, I implore you, on behalf of your children, on behalf of our schools, and on behalf of our communities, to take a longer vision for the goals in having these Pesach Sidarim alone. If we look at Moshe Rabbeinu, the central figure in our Pesach experience, it's important to remember that Moshe was 80 years old when in many ways his life mission first started. Moshe was 20 years old when he made the fateful decision to leave his home, leave Paro. Of course, killed the Mitzri, and he had to run away to Midian, and he stayed in Midian for 60 years, alone. Got married, had children, but was away from the Jewish people and was away from the palace. Undoubtedly, lots of nights he would have been thinking about what could have been, what should have been, what would have been if he hadn't left. And then all of a sudden, one day, HaKadosh Baruch Hu appears to Moshe, the sneh, and he says, it's time for you, Moshe, to come back, and it's time for you to redeem the Jewish people. It's time for you to continue with your life mission. Started at the age of 80, and at 80 years old, he still had an incredible life ahead of him. And I say that because, please God, all of you have incredibly rich lives ahead of you to look forward to. And in Mirza Hashem, the goal for this Pesach should be to stay healthy, to stay safe, to make sure that even if you spend one Yontif alone, please God, that will lead the way to spend many, many more Yom Tovim, many more Bar Mitzvahs, Bat Mitzvahs, Smachot, weddings, lots and lots of happy occasions with your children, grandchildren, perhaps great-grandchildren as well. Let's take a lesson from Moshe. Let's look at what Moshe was able to accomplish even beyond the age of 80. Let's hope without a doubt, please God, that we should all be healthy, we should all be well. Most significant is that your families should be healthy and well during this really, really difficult time in our communities and in our lives. And please God, we should all pray that we get through this virus safely. Let me wish you all a Chag Kasher V'Sameach. Thank you again.